The National Heavy Boxing League is brought to you by Bonk's Fun Box, one small box full of damn good fun. New traders on the block. Feel like trading? Head on over to New Traders on the Block trade servers. The Equestrian Sentinels. For them, for us, for Equestria. Free TF2 weapons, giveaways, contests, and more. Give hard, cry later. Time to Play Network. If it's time to play, let's play together. TF2 Alliance, a collection of high-quality, ad-free TF2 communities. And by Taco Cat, where a man belongs. Bonk's Funbox welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Heavy Boxing League.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Season 4 Wildcard matches of the National Heavy Boxing League. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you again to the National Heavy Boxing League. Today's matches will include Rabid vs Dwimmersmek and Will Banks vs Metro. First, I'd like to introduce the commentators for tonight. The one and only Gentleman's Fedora. And accompanying him, Bonk Nickeltoon. And by their side, Clayface. And now I'd like to hand it over to the commentators for the pre-commentary show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's wildcard matches of the National Heavy Boxing League. After seeing two great matches yesterday, Russian Bear and Snake have come out on top and will advance to the divisionals. Before we begin our pre-commentating show, let us honor both Soviet Russia and America by listening to their national anthems, starting with the Soviet Russian national anthem. And now we shall honor the United States of America by listening to the American National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you to our donators, I Love You, You Love Me, Setup 1137, and Spyron for contributing to Season 4's prize pool. And now for the pre-commentating show. Gentlemen, Fedora, Bonk, Nickelton, Clayface. Tonight we are going to see an epic matchup. Even though these fighters are relatively new to the NHBL, they seem to have reputations behind them. I mean, with this first match we're going to see between Rabbit and Doomersmike, you have Rabbit, a guy who is in Ireland right now, who is still willing to fight this match, against a guy from the United States. Even with his ping in a huge factor here of being in the upper 100s and 200s, comparing that to somebody whose ping is going to be maybe at the most in the 60s, 70s. It looks like this first one is going to be an interesting match. What do you think, Bonk?
I think ping has nothing to do with it, Fedora. I think that both of these newcomers are going to kick ass tonight. I think that strategy is all in it. You want to think about what your future is going to be like. You are going to want to win it all. And of course, the winner of this year's season is going to get an amazing, unusual plugless protector. So they want to be focused on that and only that. The only word on their mind is win. And that's what somebody is going to do tonight.
Indeed. Now, Mr. Clayface, you're joining us all the way from Australia. How is it over there at the moment?
Yes. It is fine. It's exactly 9 o'clock. It's just past 9 o'clock in the morning. So it's, yeah, I had to wake up at 7:50 to you guys.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, as I said last night, the great dedication to the National Boxing League is shown. We have, not only do we have a fighter who is based in Ireland tonight, we also have a commentator, Clayface here, who is based in Australia, who is joining us. Now, Clayface, seeing as though you are also outside of the United States, do you think that with Rabbit's ping in Ireland, do you think that it's going to be a huge contributor to possibly Dwimmer's victory?
No, actually, because ping can actually help you or come to your disadvantage at the same time. Personally, myself, I've got 250 ping, so I mean, I have fought in the States in a ring. I have fought and I have won. So and my ping is 240, and Rabbit's ping is just over 100. So, I mean, Rabbit has a very high chance of winning, and you should never count out a guy with just over 100 ping. Ping does not make a difference.
Indeed. And now let's talk about the second match we're going to see tonight, Will Banks and Metro. Now, you've got Will Banks, who originally was supposed to be Jingle Balls tonight, but he had some computer issues. And you have him being replaced with a guy like Will Banks, who I have seen him play in competitive Team Fortress 2, and he is pretty good. The only thing I have not seen him do is heavy box, which I'm hoping that it is going to be a good turnout for him. But then you've got him against a guy named Metro, who's been with the National Heavy Boxing League since Season 1. And he's only lost to Russian Bear every single time because he's been matched in the same bracket as him. He's lost to him in the wild cards and in the wildcard kickoff matches. He's lost to him in the divisionals, and I believe he did also lose to him back in Season 2 in the conference finals. Now, with Metro, since he has no chance of facing Mr. Russian Bear until the conference finals, that is only if they both win and make it into the conference final, Metro looks like he's going to have a good chance at getting very far in the season. What do you think, Clayface?
Yes, Metro looks to be a heavy favourite. Just like you said, Season 2, he did make the conference finals. So, I mean, he's a heavy favourite going to this fight, no doubt. And I personally think Will Banks is the high underdog, but you never know, underdog could be able to pull it off.
Indeed. Now, Bonk, you hearing both of this about the side between Will Banks and Metro, as you've been here from Season 2, you remember seeing Metro fight, certainly, seeing both of their sides of the story, and hearing about Metro and how he has the skill and Will Banks is a complete unknown. What is your standpoint on this?
I know Metro, but I know Metro as a fighter and a person, but I only know Dwemer as a person. I have seen Metro get up on his feet after a very hard knockdown and come up and punch the other opponent in the face, knocking 2 teeth out, calling 2 paramedics, and having to shut the stadium down. I've never seen Dwemer Shark fight, but against Metro, I can honestly see the odds. I have a feeling that still on top Metro is going to win because Metro seems like a very hardcore fighter. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to pack a punch, and yeah, I'm gonna see Metro win tonight, most likely.
And I don't know if you remember this, back in Season 2, he was facing as a player named Big Daddy 16. This was before the rule was implemented of how you cannot jump during a National Heavy Boxing League match. And this match was actually the reason that rule was implemented. Big Daddy 15, he jumped and Metro punched him at just the right time, and Big Daddy 15 was knocked back into the stands and had to walk back in. Now, Big Daddy 14, he lost that match, and that rule of no jumping was implemented then. But seeing as though if you can have a big enough punch to be able to knock your opponent into the stands, that shows that you truly do have great skill as a heavy boxer. Would you agree so?
I mean, I would agree so, but still, you want to have the skills. You want to have the assets. Good fighters train and train and train and train, and that's how they get good. They know how to pack a punch. They know how to make others bleed. They know how to knock teeth out. They will come on top, and they will do nothing but punch until they win.
Indeed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you of our sponsors. Season 4 of the National Heavy Boxing League is brought to you by Bonk's Fun Box, one small box full of damn good fun. New Traders on the Block. Feel like trading? Head over to New Traders on the Block trade servers. Equestrian Sentinels. For them, for us, for Equestria. Free TF2 weapons, giveaways, contests, and more. Give hard, cry later. Time to Play Network. If it's time to play, let's play together. TF2 Alliance, a collection of high-quality, ad-free TF2 communities. And by Taco Cat, where a man belongs. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us introduce our referee for the night. He is the head referee of the National Heavy Boxing League and has been with us since Season 2. He has refereed 1 Sasha Heavyweight Championship and will referee the conference finals for the season. Give it up for the one and only Disco DJ.
Wow, what a stylish entrance.
Indeed. And now we shall introduce our Wayfighter advantage for the Soviet-Russian Heavy Boxing Conference match of the night. representing Ireland tonight. Not only is he known to be a good heavy boxer, he is also very fearsome when it comes to eating sandwiches. Give it up for the one and only Rabbit. And now introducing our home field advantage fighter for tonight. He's a new heavy boxer to the National Heavy Boxing League, a frequent member to Bonk's Fun Box, and also a very good guitar player. Give it up for the one and only Doomer Smek. And now this is the portion of the show where us commentators judge who's going to win in the match, not on skill, but on their loadouts. Looking at both of these loadouts, it's a hard decision because both of them have facial hair. Now, I'm going to have to go with the hoovy down there, the one and only Rabbit, because not only does he have a beard on, but he also has his hoodie on. He looks mysterious. He looks intimidating. He looks like he's going to pack a punch. What do you think, Clayface?
I'm gonna lay you
Yes. I also believe Rabbit's gonna win this. I mean, he's also wearing the Brotherhood of Arms, and facial hair does come into hand, but that also, the other heavy there has also got facial hair, and he's also got a mohawk, so he's got more hair on him. But I mean, Rabbit's got the Brotherhood of Arms, and the Brotherhood of Arms it means that they're really in the hood. So he's in the hood.
Bonk?
To be honest, both of these players have facial hair. I will say that our little friend here, Rabbit, looks like he's from the Cuban Missile Crisis, while our other friend here looks like he's some kind of punk rock classic kind of guy. Both of them seem intimidating, especially Dwimmer, who looked like he was directing an orchestra while his song was playing, while the other looked like he was intimidating and he wanted to kill you. But still,
Indeed.
In all honesty, I'm gonna have to go with Rabbit, because Rabbit's outfit looks like he's from the Cuban Missile Crisis.
And now we shall go down to Disco DJ to kick off round one of this amazing fight.
Alright boys, crits or no crits, the rules are still the same. We're gonna start out these rounds again, 0 out of 3. We have 3 rounds to go. Dermot, or Rabbit, are you ready?
Yes!
Dermot, are you ready?
Hide, cowards!
Then, on the sound of the explosion, we begin round 3 of 1.
Never fight man versus...
Alright, now both of them are moving. Looks as if Dwimmer is trying to take a strategy of be defensive and let someone go after you first. Looks like Rabbit is reading his strategy easily. First punch has been thrown by Dwimmer. Both punches being flown, blood smearing all over the ring. And Dwimmer Smike wins round 1! Wow. Seems as though crits did play a huge part in Rabbit's supposed victory. But it looks as if Dwimmer managed to read through the strategy of wait until he gets the first punch, wait until Dwimmer punches him first, and then punch him. It looks as if that he's read through Rabbit's strategy, so Rabbit is going to have to change it up if he has any hope of winning this match. What do you think, Bonk?
Wow, look at that. Dwimmer coming in with that big-ass punch and knocking the teeth out of him. I'm gonna like this kid if he gets to the Sasha Heavyweight Championship. I am.
Clayface?
As I said before, Fedora, anything can happen, and that round just showed you what it means. I mean, Rabbit with quits with the crits, he was just unstoppable. But now you got no crits on, and it's completely turned the other way. So anything can happen, and I think round 2 is going to be very competitive.
Indeed. Once again, NHBL is brought to you by Bonk's Fun Box, one small box full of damn good fun. New traders on the block. If you like trading, head over to New Traders on the Block trade servers. And by the Equestrian Sentinels. For them, for us, for Equestria. And now we should go back down to Disco DJ for round 2 of this amazing fight.
Boys, on to round 2. Rabbit, are you ready?
Very well.
Rimmer?
Thank you.
Then let us begin round 2.
Come here, cupcake. Last one alive.
Round 2 kicks off this amazing fight. Still no punches being thrown.
Let's go.
First punch thrown by Dwimmer. Dwimmer asked for help. I don't know if he thinks he's going to get any help. Punches being thrown even more. Looks like both of them are low on health now, taking a more defensive approach. Dwimmer just stands still. Punch needs to be thrown if anyone wants to hope to get it. Oh, wait a second, someone jumped. Just as a reminder, jumping is not allowed in the National Heavy Boxing League. Resume.
A big mug of my foot up your ass.
Dwimmer wins round 2 and will advance to the divisionals. That was an interesting round. Even with that small jump that stopped them, both of them were giving even punches, and it just resulted in who would lay down the final punch and who would click the mouse at the right time. Do you think so, Clayface?
Yes, but however, I was watching the punches. I think Rabbit needed 2 more punches, and Dwimmer needed one more punch. So it really was one of those things that they were where Dwimmer had to run in and Rabbit had to dodge and come back and hit him twice, but it was virtually impossible. And then of course there was that jump which stopped the fight for 2 seconds, but nonetheless Dwimmer moves to the next round.
Indeed. And now we should go down to the sideline interview with the winner, Dwimmer Spike, with Bonk Nicholton.
Dwimmer, what an excellent victory tonight. Honestly, I saw you do a lot of moves tonight, and one of my favorites was the backhand spin punch. How do you feel about tonight's victory?
Your mic is not working,
Your
Dwimmer.
mic is currently not working.
You know, you gotta get out there, do 110%, try best.
Thank you. Is there anything you want to say to our audience out there?
Just try your best, steroids bad, give 110%.
Thank you, Dwimmer. We hope to see you in the next round. Fedora, back to you to announce the next round of the National Heavy Boxing League.
Cheeky breaky.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we shall introduce our away fighter advantage for the National Heavy Boxing League side of tonight's fights. He is replacing Jingle Balls for the fight. He is an active competitive TF2 player, and he also loves Payload Upward. Give it up for the one and only Will Banks. And now we shall introduce our home fighter advantage for the National Heavy Boxing Conference fight. He has been a fighter in the National Heavy Boxing League since Season 1, losing and getting knocked out of the tournament every time by White Russian Bear. He is certainly ready to go all the way to the Sasha Heavyweight Championship this season. Give it up for the one and only Metro. And once again, seeing that great gesture of trying to high-five and show sportsmanship, though of course Metro rejects, he only wants to win. Now this is for the commentating portion of the show, where we commentate on their loadout. Looking at both of these, it's hard to choose between sunglasses and funny-looking beard, but both of them also have the Apocalypse, but I'm going to have to go with the one that is not bald, Mr. Will Banks. Bonk?
Look at both of them. Both of them look like they're going to cheer each other on. Only problem I had right now is that Metro, the person that I've seen fight in the second season and third season, declined a high five. That is just poor sportsmanship. I'm going to have to give it to Will Banks.
Indeed. Clayface?
Even though you're saying Will Banks, he's the underdog, but that Hong Kong cone is just sexy, so I gotta give it to Will Banks. He's got the Hong Kong cone. I like that.
Indeed. And now we shall hand it down to Disco DJ for round 1 of this amazing fight.
Alright boys, round 1. I want no punches below the belt. There are no weapons, there is no jumping. Any continued actions of these after the first warning can lead you to be disqualified. Will Banks, are you ready for round 1? Metro, are you ready? And on the sound of my invisible grenades.
Alrighty then.
Round 1 kicks off. Metro the first one to move. Will Banks taking a more defensive approach. Punches flown by both of them. Both punching at the right times. Who will it be? Metro wins round 1. I gotta say, they both have Apocalypse, they both have the same advantages as each other, and they both have the definite skills to win this match. But seeing that round happen with Metro, he took the first strike, he managed to make the first offensive, and he was managing to make sure that he could counteract the strategy of Will Banks. And honestly, seeing this, I think there's no way for Will Banks to recover from this. I think it's going to be Metro. Clayface?
Well, yes, I agree with you. As I said, Metro is a heavy favorite. In season 2, he did make the conference finals, only to lose to the eventual winner, White Russian Bear. So, as I said before, he's a heavy favorite. However, never trust the odds. Maybe Will Banks can pull up a second round win, you just never know. But at the moment, it's just sliding into Metro's hands.
Bonk?
Wow, those punches by Metro just brings me back that nostalgic feeling of making other people tremble and fall to the floor. I know for a fact, due to that feeling, that Metro is going to make it out on top tonight.
Season 4 of the National Heavy Boxing League is brought to you by Bonk's Fun Box, one small box full of damn good fun. New Traders on the Block. If you like trading, head over to New Traders on the Block trade servers. And the Equestrian Sentinels. For them, for us, for Equestria. And now we shall go down to Disco DJ for round 2 of this amazing fight.
Alright boys, round 2. You're doing great out there, keep up the good work. Alright, Will Banks, you ready for round 2?
Very well.
And you, Metro? Then let us commence.
Get here. Last one alive, locked.
Round 2 kicks off. Both throw the first punch at the same time. Equal damage occurring right now. And Will Banks wins round 2! It's all tied up now. Whoever wins the next round will advance to the divisionals. That was an amazing round. That is the first comeback so far in the NHBL we've seen when someone wins the first round, the other person comes back and wins the second. That's the very first time we have seen that in this season. And seeing that he is able to counteract with the strategy and make the comeback and hopefully win this round, that is a sheer sign of not only your skill as a heavy boxer, but also your ability to read the other person's strategies. Bonk?
Holy crap, it's a Cats game now. Anybody's gonna win tonight, but I still think Metro's gonna make it out on top.
Clayface?
Yeah, so as I said before, never trust the odds. This is why. This is exactly why. If Will Banks can pull this off, this would be unbelievable. Truly unbelievable.
Alright. The National Heavy Boxing League is brought to you by free TF2 weapons, giveaways, contests, and more. Give hard, cry later. Time to Play Network. If it's time to play, let's play together. TF2 Alliance, a collection of high-quality, ad-free TF2 communities. And by Taco Cat, where a man belongs. And now we shall go back down to Disco DJ for round 3 and the final round of this amazing fight.
Alright boys, it's round 3. This is where everybody becomes men. Throw those punches, keep them up. Will Banks?
Put this Spencer here. Yes. Da.
And you, Metro?
Yes.
Alright boys, let's kick it off.
Come here, cupcake.
Round 3. Both fighters have one win. Whoever wins this round will advance to the divisionals. The first punch was thrown by Metro. Looks as if Metro may be able to win this round. And Metro will advance to the divisionals. I gotta admit, I was starting to doubt a little bit that Metro is going to be able to win that, seeing how the punch is being thrown by the one and only Will Banks. It looked as if it was going to be in favor of Will Banks for winning this round, but Metro has come out on top. He has made a great surprise win and will be advancing to the divisionals. Bonk, do you think this was a great victory for him today?
This was a great victory for Metro. He already lost to Russian Bear in the Sasha Heavyweight Championship. This is only the start of a new era for him to make it to the Sasha Heavyweight Championship.
And now we shall go down to the sideline interview with the Victor Metro, presented by Clayface.
Thank you.
G'day, Metro, it was a great performance tonight. But in that second round, there was a bit of a slump. However, he still pulled it off. I know. What are your comments?
Come sing with me.
What are your comments?
There. What are your comments, Metro? It looks like he's taking the approach of a certain NFL player from the Seattle Seahawks. Doesn't want to talk in an interview? You've been unmuted, Mr. Metro. Try again. Try again.
Let's go. Who wants a flip?
All right. Well, that concludes tonight's matches in the National Heavy Boxing League with Metro and Dwimmer advancing, or excuse me, Metro and Rabbit advancing to the... Okay, look, I just forgot who won the other match. Bonk, wasn't it Dwimmer who won the match?
Yes, it was Dwimmer who won the other match.
Okay. And that concludes tonight's matches of the National Heavy Boxing League with Dwimmer, Smeg, and Metro advancing. Once again, we'd like to remind you that Season 4 of the National Heavy Boxing League is brought to you by Bonks Fun Box. One small box full of damn good fun. New traders on the block. If you like trading, head on over to New Traders on the Block trade servers. The Equestrian Sentinels. For them, for us, for Equestria. Free TF2 weapons, giveaways, contests, and more. Give hard, cry later. Time to Play Network. If it's time to play, let's play together. TF2 Alliance, a collection of high-quality, ad-free TF2 communities. And by Taco Cat, where a man belongs. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching tonight's stream of the National Heavy Boxing League, and we will see you in 6 days on Friday, June 12th, for the epic matchups between IGA Jack against Allfather Hoodbeard the Goggled, and CJR20 against Armored Davidson. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching today's program, and good night.